Hello, this is a video to say I'm essentially like the greatest. In my opinion, I don't think anyone will agree with me, but I think I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Most of my rap actually fucking sucks. Um, Although a lot of it is like poem talk where I'm like speaking about death poems and whatnot. And then there's that terrible album I made called Spatial Eyeball Death, which I made when I was extremely delusional. And then all my music is on Bandcamp. There's a link in the description. And I made the album I Miss Leaks, So I Stole This, which is the same song 18 times in a row with two bonus songs. And that song that's played 18 times in a row is actually a really good song. And then also there's also my latest album, which is actually my 13th album, but it says 17th on my Bandcamp. It's actually my 13th album. Although it's like, I guess you could say it's my 17th. I don't know, because I've made albums that don't exist anymore. Like, I don't have the files anymore. So maybe it's actually my 17th, but it's an album called Death Songs. And the album Death Songs, in my opinion, has 4 songs on it. And I think it's the greatest rap album of all time. I made it extremely fast. It's like not, it takes very low effort. But I think it's legitimately the greatest rap album of all time is Death Songs, my album Death Songs. Another reason I'm the greatest rapper of all time is since I really know how to talk. I mean, if you saw my Lain Iwakura's podcast videos, I made 11 episodes. I really know how to talk. Like, I'm very good at talking. I've also published 6 books. And if I was just thinking, like, if rapping is just writing a little poem, for me it's more like a poem, but for other people it's more like you're just saying a bunch of, just saying a bunch of wild shit, or like depressing shit if it's like emo rap. No, if it's like, if you're like what is it? It's a poem. A rap is a poem which is spoken by the rapper, but it's like, what's more impressive than a poem? A book. If you wrote a poem, that's not that impressive, but let's say you wrote a whole book. I mean, authors who write beautiful books are honestly better rappers than rappers themselves, because they can write beautiful literature, which is far more difficult than writing a simple rap when you don't even know how to produce a beat or anything. You don't know anything about music theory. And also, I've written 6 books. I published 6 books, including Words Word of Christ and The Death of Hardcore. I mean, all my books are available in the description. I published 6 books. So that's part of the reason I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Another reason is simply because I know how to talk in a very logical way. And that's because I'm like a very logical person. And I'm also like, well, I don't want to use the word non-human, but you know what I'm like that. I don't know what other word to use. Non-human is, well, I don't want to use the word non-human because I'm a human, but I don't know what other word to use. I'm saying like, I'm like legitimately the greatest rapper of all time, as far as I know. I don't think, I don't see how anybody could supersede me. I mean, like, I'm also a woman. That's something you have to take into account, that I'm Lain Iwakura in real life. So I'm a woman. So that's part of the reason I'm the greatest rapper of all time. So I think my album, Death Songs, or Songs of Death, is honestly the best rap album of all time, and it has 4 songs, even though it's really not very good. That's a very interesting thing to say, but it's really not very good. I distorted my vocals because I like harsh noise music, and I wanted it to sound like harsh noise music. So I don't really have anything else to say in this video.